Good afternoon, Sales Academy listeners, followers, podcasters, tweeters, YouTubers, everything socialers. You know where you are and who you are. We're Sales Academy. I'm Adam Brooks. We're here to support you. Your thinking, your actions, your decisions, your outcomes. It's what we've been doing for 14 years, whatever it is now. So today's music. Today's music is find the because. Find the because. Now, I know we've touched on this sort of subject before in previous musings, but I just wanted to do this particular one around finding the because. Really, two levels. Two levels. One is you, and one is you if you're a leader or a manager, or a business owner, somebody with a team. And having studied quite a bit of psychology and human behaviors, and over the years, observing as well as studying, you get to see, and coaching and training individuals, you get to see, feel, and experience people's behaviors, and in that is their real truth. Sometimes that real truth is very much masked by a lot of other stuff, which ties nicely into this subject about find the because. One of the things I learned years ago in psychology is that human beings don't do anything unless there is a because. Humans don't do anything without a reason. There is always a because. And I think for us as individuals to congruently walk ourselves, to challenge ourselves, to grow, to accept and acknowledge when we need to rest, to be authentically us and the best version of us by a blueprint that fits, not an ancient blueprint of a man or a woman or whatever gender, a blueprint of you, the best version of you, right? So when we start talking about this whole because, if somebody responds positively or negatively to something you say or something you do, what was their reason for their response? That's the first kind of level of find the because. What was the reason for their response? Were they supportive? Did they challenge, right? Were they supportive and encouraging and positive in their response? Did they challenge? Did you perceive them to be negative in their response, or did they become difficult? Invest a little bit of time trying to understand what's directly behind that. What's the instant because that's directly behind that? And then I challenge the good human in you to come further forward and go, okay, let's go deeper. What's lying underneath that? What's driving that? Because there's going to be this bigger because underneath. There might be superficial, lots of different becauses up here that could easily be labeled as that's the stuff that people will share quite openly. But the real stuff underneath, that takes becoming a trusted partner, trusted advisor. That takes rapport building skills. That takes the ability to be a good human and care and support that human, but at the same time challenge. That's kind of love and tough love combined in, right? And good managers, good leaders, good people I'm talking to listening to this, you know this. Yet there are times when we forget it. There are times when we get too busy. There are times when we just don't have the capacity emotionally, physically, mentally to do that. So whether that's you for yourself, or second level, like I said, you for a member of team, or a member of your team, or people that you work with, clients that you work with, suppliers that you work with, right? Not just people that are employed or part of your business. What's generated that reaction? What's generated that response, right? What's generated that action? What's the because behind it? And then what's the deeper? Invest some time finding that. Why? Why would we invest some time finding that, Ad? Well, every single one of us as human beings are searching for significance, right? We want to be heard, recognized. Our opinions matter, right? Those things, that value, that worth, that what we're doing is actually contributing, right? There's a purpose to who we are, what we're doing, what we're saying, how we're behaving. All of that is like in search of this significance, this validation. And one of the best ways I believe we can demonstrate as a human being to another human being that they matter and that they are relevant is to listen, is to care enough, is to care enough to stop and listen, ask them questions, help them feel safe, and listen and find that because. And that could be a temporary because it could be something that's happened recently that's just knocked them sorry. It could be something that goes back to childhood, right? We don't all have to be therapists and like full of being a good human being and holding space for another human being, having a conversation, enabling them to turn and face into what they may need to turn and face into. If that leads to further support, more professional support than you are capable of, then that's cool because the conversation started. I repeat, the conversation started. Avoidance is the gateway drug for everything bad in our lives. Destructive and all sorts of stuff, behaviors, attitudes, belief structures. It's all about avoidance. So finding that because and helping either you find that because or helping other people find that because is really getting to the nub of what are these things that we're avoiding? And they're nowhere near as scary as what we believe. They're nowhere near ever as big or as ugly or as scary as we once thought. And that's a huge part of what we do, huge part of what I've always done. I don't know if that's the easiest to market, to be fair, but it's a big part. What should be easy to market is what we are about, and what you're about is being a good human. There are some oddballs in the world that just want to do bad, but the majority of people I meet in my life want to do good. Their intentions are good. They need help and support because they've been knocked off their way. They've lost their faith in themselves, right? Their ability, their mojo, whatever it might be. So that's what we do. We hold space. We sit and listen. We offer that sounding board and accountability, which is what people stay for. We have trainings, we have coaching ongoing, and all that sort of stuff with our clients. But do you know what? Those are the things that clients can easily pull away from. Those are the things they go, do you know what? I don't think I need this for a while. I think I'm going to crack on. I've got loads to do. I'm going to crack on. And it's at that point that they need the sounding board more than ever, because losing yourself along the way because you're cracking on, that's a challenge. Having somebody unemotionally that you can bounce off, right? It doesn't always have to be about a 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year bigger vision goal. Sometimes it is just about, I need to get on a call. I need to sign this out with somebody. I need to understand, is this thing something that I've just got going on? Is this a thing or not? Whatever that might be. And that is about finding the because right there. Anyway, that's today's musing. Find the because for you and for the people that you work with. Let me know your thoughts. Get in touch, guys. Come and have a conversation. And if any of these podcasts that you listen to, they resonate with you and you're just feeling a bit stuck and you're like, okay, who do I speak to? Just have a conversation. I'm not going to invoice you for a conversation. Let's see where it takes us. Peace out, guys. Love you. See you soon.